What I have here is the RAVPower file backup. And it's actually this box here. And it is amazing. And I even have a coupon code at the bottom if you guys want to save some money that I found on the internet. I don't know how long it'll be active. But if what I'm about to tell you is what you want in this box here, you want to go pick this up before the price goes up too high. And what it is, it's a battery. So I could plug my cell phone into it and charge my cell phone probably 2 times is what I could charge my cell phone with this. Now, at the same time, it's where I plugged in an SD card over here. I took the SD card out of my camera and I plugged it in here. Now, I'm running a cord to this box, okay, which this box here is a 4 terabyte external hard drive made by WD Elements. So why is this important? Well, let's say I'm out for the day videotaping and my card is full. Okay, I just grab another card and plug it in, right? Well, how many cards are you going to carry if you're gone for 3 or 4 days? With this here, I simply plug this in and it clicks all the way in, okay? And now it's going to read it, and basically it allows me to copy from the SD card over to the external hard drive. So all I need is really these 2 units. It also comes with an app that's completely free, as you can see here on my cell phone. Now you don't need to use the cell phone. You don't even need to use the app. On the side, there's a button that says SD to USB. You simply hold that button down, and after 3 or 4 seconds you'll see this blinking over here, which means it's now copying over to the 4 terabyte drive. Now that's cool. But if you go into the app and it connects to it, you click on File Manager at the top there, and then you're actually going to go into the hard drive. The top one is the SD card. So the bottom one, I'm going to go into the hard drive. And you'll see SD backup. And then you'll see all my files are basically labeled and dated. So I'll go on the last one, which is the one I copied. And there it is, there, the video file that I actually copied. That's sitting on my 4 terabyte drive. So now that the 128 gigabyte chip, which is this one, is now been copied over, I can now put this back in my camera and I can now format it and begin taking video, which is so cool. And for what this gadget costs, I mean, to have that type of backup going on, or to be in a motel room and have that type of networking going on, I think this thing is just amazing. And it's basically really dummy proof. You do need the app if you're going to set up like your network settings, your IP address, stuff like that if you want. But, and the network password on this thing is 8 ones, all ones, when you set it up. And it tells you that in the manual, because it does come with a pretty decent manual. It comes with, and it comes in a little blue box like this, and nothing fancy. Has their customer service thing in it. But, I mean, it's a little heavy, but it's not bad. And being that it copies everything over to the 4 terabyte hard drive and frees up your SD cards, I mean, to me, that's just awesome. So if you're looking for a way to charge your phone or charge your external devices or copy from here to a 4 terabyte drive, yes, you got to have a 4 terabyte drive. You got to go buy it, maybe a 2 terabyte, whatever you think your size is you need. I mean, this one here was like 90 bucks. I think was the total cost. But this is a really, really amazing gadget. And I'm just going to use it for copying. I'm not going to use it for charging anything. Maybe if I got down and out and I didn't have it and all I had was this, then yeah, I'd probably charge my cell phone with it. But I'm mainly going to use it one cable to the from here to there. That's it. And most of the time, I'm probably not even going to use the app. I'm probably just going to hit the button on the side. And when it's done copying, away I'm going to go. So really, all you got to do is put your chip in, and then once your chip is in there, and it says disk detected on the cell phone there. All we're going to do now is let me see if it actually found it, just to make sure. Yep, I found it there. So now all I got to do is hold down the button on the side for like 4 or 5 seconds. And now we're going to see it start to copy there. And you'll see it blinking here, which means it's copying. You'll see this one turning on the cell phone here. And you'll see where it's turning on the cell phone and blinking on the RAVPower. Now, I don't need the cell phone. Like I said, I mean, I just hit the button on the side and it automatically starts copying over to the 4 terabyte drive. And when the blinking stops, or when the circle stops turning, any files on that particular SD card will now be copied over. And that's just a quick look at the RAVPower. So, who uses this? Well, if you travel, if you're in a motel room, and you take a little RJ45 cord with you, hook it up, plug it in the wall, all your devices will have access to the internet. If you want to charge your cell phone, you can do that once or twice with it. If all of a sudden you want to copy stuff from an SD card over to an external hard drive, instead of carrying a laptop around with you, this is a lot smaller, you know, really, to carry around with you. So you could be out for the day taking photos, and all of a sudden your SD cards are full, no problem, pop them in the RAVPower, and hit one button, dump them over to the 4 terabyte or whatever type of hard drive you have, and you've got a backup. Pull your SD card out, plug it back in your camera, format it, off you go again, and you're never ever going to be without space, or even when you're taking video for that matter. So I think this gadget is just really amazing, because I can be out camping, for example, or wildlife shooting for 3, 4, 5 days now. And I could be dumping my SD cards from off of this gadget over to my external hard drive, which frees up the SD card. And you'll see here it's blinking, so we're still copying. I put a pretty big file in there. I recorded for like a good 20 minutes of pure video to see how it does. And you'll see it stop blinking now, and it stopped turning here now. So that's it. We're pretty much done. If I want to see it, I click there, and then I go into the external hard drive, the SD section, and there it is there. And there's the file there. So that is amazing. And like I said, you don't need the cell phone. You simply click on the side here, and you click a button, and it shoots right over to the hard drive. That's amazing. You do have 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz for internet speed, you'll see there. But once you get used to your connections, then, and there's your RJ45 connection if you choose to use it. This is what I plugged the hard drive into, and this is for charging it. And it charges by USB. It's got a mini USB, it goes in here, and then a full-size USB plugs into like your computer or another battery pack or whatever. That is the RAVPower. If you never knew it was out there, it's super cool. I'll have a link in the bottom. I'll even have the code for it to save, I think, $14, $15 off. I don't know how long it's good for. But if you're looking for a way to dump your SD cards to an external hard drive, you know, over here, or you're looking for another battery pack, or this might be the ticket for you. All right, catch you guys on the next one. Check.